Comes the news with Ben Kinney and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Ben Kinney, in for Gary this morning.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
All right, I'm already sick of the rain. I know we need it, but I'm already sick of it. I was thinking it last night as I was coming home and it was raining. I'm like, I just want a nice, clear night. I want to go out with my telescope, experiment with my new camera a little bit.
But you know, on top of the lake effect rain we're seeing, you know what usually follows that?
Don't say that word.
Well,
do not.
Do you know what actually? There was a location that got actually
Whiteface Mountain, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look at the radar because, again, here locally, we did have some rainfall move through overnight. We have more showers expected today. Now, you can see that rainfall. It's just through Syracuse, through the thruway corridor right there. It's actually going to shift its way north as we progress throughout the morning. But as it moves north, it's going to move its way back south again this afternoon. But a recap, you can see here there were some blues indicated on the radar. And yes, as much as Ben doesn't like it, looks like this didn't save here. I have the wrong photo here. This is of a white squirrel. Either way, there was a photo of, I'm actually going to load up the picture because I, for some reason, loaded up the wrong graphic here. But either way, oh yeah, there it is. Here is Whiteface. So I wanted to show a photo of Whiteface, and here it is. So there you are, Ben. You got some snowfall, 4,800 feet above sea level. That's where the atmosphere was cold enough to support some snow. Temperatures, though, here locally, warm, too warm for any snowfall. It's still lake effect rain, 40s in the Mohawk Valley with rain showers reported in Rome and Hamilton. Still, though, a little damp out there in parts of the region, 48 degrees in Utica. And throughout the day today, we climb only into the upper 40s. It's a cool day today with some lingering rain. Tonight, we're going to dry up a little bit. Will we see any sunshine this weekend or even anything drying up? We'll have the full weekend forecast for you coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. Don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. New this morning, it's...
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back. Time now 5:11 on this Friday. Here's a quick minute forecast as you head out the door this morning. First off, we take a look at what's going on here across the region on the roadways. It's a little damp in sections of central New York where a few spotty showers rolled through overnight and even in some locations lingering early this morning. We can see right here on the Yorkville Battery live radar, rain showers in western Oneida County, parts of Madison County, and heading up north to Herkimer and southern Lewis County here today. This is going to slowly shift its way north as this band of rainfall positions itself in the high North Country area before again sweeping south this afternoon. So again, lake effect rain continues. It's going to be cloudy, cool, with even a spotty shower for any high school football tonight. But sunshine will return again this weekend. In fact, your 3-day forecast following today, you got rain showers, hit or miss this afternoon. And then you can see here, we got lake effect rain, lingering drizzle Saturday, and clearing up conditions with dry weather on Sunday. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. The Utica...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Today on this Friday, we start out, well, a little bit on the dry side in Utica, but on our doorstep, some more rain. We'll take a look right now what's going on at downtown Utica right now. We've got roadways starting to dry up a little bit after some overnight showers. And the current conditions, 45 with light rain, a westerly wind of 6 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the radar. So there's that lake effect rain band starting to form again. That rain is going to shift its way up north, impacting this location here, northern Oneida County, southern Lewis County, and northern Herkimer County, and a narrow band right here. Just an FYI, we are this radar up here in Lewis County is down, which means that this rain here will not look nearly as accurate. This is all these scans from the neighboring radars in Albany, Binghamton, and Buffalo. But I want to zoom in what's going on right here in Belleville. So over the last couple of days, it reported 2.39 inches of rain. So let's say this was snow instead of rain. Well, how does temperature affect snowfall? Well, 1 inch of water equals different amounts of snowfall depending on temperature. If it's 34 out, 1 inch of water is 5 inches. 30 degrees, 1 inch of water is 10 inches, and then 18 degrees, fluffy 20 inches of snow. So depending on the temperature, that rainfall that we just saw could be either, let's say, 10 inches, 20 inches, 40 inches, depending on the temperature again. But it's a fluid situation when it comes to snowfall. That's just a rough estimate of what could happen if it was colder out. Instead, we're just seeing lake effect rain. So tonight might actually be the first night all season long. High school football might be a little bit rainy, so maybe grab that umbrella just in case you see a passing shower tonight. With temperatures in the 40s, definitely prime football weather, no doubt about it though. So that lake effect begins to organize again north this morning. This afternoon it sweeps south, scattered showers expected this evening, and then tonight cooling down into the 30s, lingering drizzle as we head throughout Saturday. As you can see here, clouds, drizzle, and then Saturday night we begin to drive even more, and then Sunday we'll see clearing take place. Starting out chilly, highs only in the upper 40s to low 50s. We are tracking a potential coastal system next week. For the most part, again, it is expected to bring some rain showers across all of the East Coast here. Maybe some snow mixing in those highest elevations, but for now, we're just going to see sunshine for Sunday through Tuesday. Again, that does arrive Wednesday and Thursday, but there's still some inconsistencies with the exact path. We'll keep you posted on that rain chance next week, or even snow chance depending on elevation next week. But it's still on the cooler side. We're in the 50s and 40s. I think that fall has finally caught up after summer had lasted long into early October this year.
Not long enough. Not long enough.
Not long enough,
You had
really.
to say the forbidden word, snow.
Well, it's in some spots, so you know you can't deny it.
Thanks, Eric. Time now 5:24. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Ben Kinney, in for Gary this morning. It's going to be another dreary, rainy fall day, but at least there's not snow. Let's head over to the Weather Center where meteorologist Eric Gage is tracking it all. And how long can we keep the snow away?
Well, the thing is, you said there was no snow, Ben.
Don't what? Where?
Well, listen. There's no snow here locally, but there may have been some in the Adirondacks. So
yeah.
I'm still going to touch upon that. Let's take a look at the radar right now. Yes, we are looking at lake effect rain, the four-letter rain word here today. So any of you in the Mohawk Valley, Adirondacks, or mainly the North Country here in Southern Valleys, once this lake band moves in, we're only seeing rainfall. But the exception was what took place yesterday, what could take place this morning and this afternoon in sections of the Adirondacks. See that blue there? That's snow reported on Whiteface. In fact, Department of Transportation shared some photos I just saw moments ago of the team heading up Whiteface, and the roads were snow covered. So what does that mean for us? It doesn't mean anything, at least right now, in terms of us seeing any snowfall. In fact, we're only going to see rain. But it's a sign of the changing seasons. The jet stream is dipping farther and farther south. There's more below freezing air aloft, which, again, you head higher up in the atmosphere, you're going to end up hitting that snowfall. But either way, we're in the 40s here in the Mohawk Valley. So far, mostly dry in the Utica-Rome area, but there are a few showers starting to roll their way in. So that rain band's actually going to shift its way north this morning. It's going to be dry for a couple of hours, and then that band is going to sweep its way south again this afternoon, producing a few scattered showers. We're going to track those rain showers and have a look at when this rain will end heading into this weekend coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. The Herkimer...
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Happy Friday, everybody. Our photo of the day today takes us to the town of Lee, and a frequent submitter here on Sunrise. A great shot sent in by Rosemary. Oh, of course the photo doesn't want to load for me today. Technology is not my friend today, I'll give you that, but don't worry, I'll show it coming up in our next segment here, because I have to go across the room to show it. But either way, don't worry, Rosemary, your photo is coming up shortly. But when it comes to conditions right now, live look at the Yorkville Battery live radar. Rain showers passing pretty much in western Oneida County and areas to the north up in Lewis County and northern Herkimer County. That rain band is going to move north for the next few hours and then gradually shift south as that wind direction changes. So we're going to track that rainfall band coming up in a couple of minutes. Plus, we'll have the latest on that weekend forecast as well as we approach our final weekend of October. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. There's a new hotel coming to downtown Norwich.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Today we are tracking some lake effect rain, which will shift north and back south again. I'm going to track that timing of it coming up shortly. But as I promised, I'll be showing our photo of the day. Of course, as soon as I went off air, the picture loaded. So that's just my luck this morning. But either way, here's a great photo right here sent in by Rosemary of the autumn colors in Lee. Great close-up shot. If you have a photo like this you'd like to share with us, send it to WKTV.com/weather/pics. Downtown Utica this morning, it is drying up a little bit after an overnight rain, but there could be some drizzle moving in right now. We're in the 40s, 45 at Griffiths and Rome with light rain and a wind of 7 miles per hour from the west. Yorkville Battery live radar shows this rainfall slowly moving its way east, but as you can see here, it's going to start shifting to the north. With a more organized lake band going right through this area here next to my hand, and then it's going to sweep south again as we progress throughout the afternoon. I want to focus, though, again more on these locations that saw the highest totals. This includes Belleville, right along I-81, 2.39 inches of rain over the last couple of days. And while we are entering lake effect season, I decided to do some math here and figure out just how much snow 2.39 inches would be if it was of rain would be in terms of snowfall. And you can see here, depending on temperature, that 2.39 could be as high as maybe 10 inches, 2 feet, maybe even 4 feet if the temperature was cold enough. But either way, right now we're just tracking rainfall in most locations. High school football tonight, expect cooler temperatures and maybe a passing shower. The first time pretty much all season long. You might have to keep an umbrella handy heading out to the games tonight. So either way, this is prime football weather though. Spotty showers, cold weather. It's that time of year. So our Skycast showing that band reorganizing to our north near Boonville, Camden, Old Forge. Route 28 up north. It's going to shift its way south. Spotty showers expected this evening, mixed in with peaks of sunshine. And then tonight, lingering drizzle, cloud cover, lingering drizzle tomorrow with highs only in the upper 40s. And then Sunday moves in with some sunshine peeking out, clouds whisking away, and some dry weather arriving, especially with the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk taking place Sunday. Looking a lot nicer for that weather-wise. We are tracking a possible coastal system next week producing widespread rainfall, potentially some snow mixing in, or at least a wintry mix in those higher elevations. But it's still really far out. There's a lot of uncertainty as to the path of that system, but we mentioned there'd be a lot of sunshine following the rainfall this week into the weekend, but Wednesday and Thursday next week looking might be a little bit on the unsettled side. But for now, slowly drying up, dry Sunday and dry to start the work week next week. A little cool, though, in the 40s. So.
All right, can't complain. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Eric. Time now, 5:54, still ahead. One last look at your forecast.
News with Ben Kinney and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning once again. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ben Kinney in for Gary this morning.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
You know, one of my favorite Gordon Lightfoot songs, Early Morning Rain, describes today perfectly.
Early morning rain, afternoon rain, just
evening rain.
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 Just
rain.
a song called Rain.
Purple Rain.
Well, it's not even November yet, so we can't say November
No,
rain.
we can't say November rain. You're right. Darn.
But it's October rain, if you want to call it that. Let's take a look at the radar right now. We do have some lake effect rain starting to kick into gear here, especially heading out toward western New York, or at least heading up toward Oswego and basically the border areas of Lake Ontario. Now, we do have an area of rain in central Oneida County. That is going to sweep its way north as the wind direction will favor rain, moving right where my hand is, heading toward the northern Oneida County and northern Herkimer County throughout the morning today. I do want to recap, though, what took place yesterday with the lake effect passing over parts of the high peaks areas of the Adirondacks. Some locations there saw measurable snowfall. Even the roadways heading up to the summit on Whiteface got to see some snowfall. So this is definitely a sign of changing seasons. And although this doesn't mean we're going to see snow in the Mohawk Valley in the short-term forecast, it does mean that the jet stream has dipped south enough. We're really starting to tap into that below freezing air as we approach, again, late October, early November. This is the time of year we begin to see our first snowfalls of the year. Obviously a little earlier in the Adirondacks, a little bit later in the Mohawk Valley. We're in the 40s right now here in Rome and in Hamilton with rain showers reported, and coming up in a couple of minutes we're going to go hour by hour with that rainfall forecast. We're going to track what we can expect heading into this final weekend of October coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. Don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is 10 minutes away. It's one of the toughest
Welcome back to Sunrise. Time now 6:10 with 42 seconds to go. And here's a look at your forecast in a minute as you head out to work this morning. First off, we begin with a view of the roadways looking damp once more with some fresh rainfall taking place in sections of central New York. The radar right here picking up in that rain. In fact, just heard some rain hitting our roof here moments ago in Deerfield. So either way, scattered showers early today. This rain band is going to sweep its way north this morning, impacting northern Oneida County in the mid to late morning before that band will sweep south again and produce scattered showers across the area this afternoon. So again, lake effect rain continues today. It does look cloudy and cool. Even a chance of rainfall for high school football tonight. And then finally, sunshine will return slowly this weekend. A mix of clouds, spotty showers today. Highs only in the upper 40s, so keep that jacket handy and that umbrella handy today. Following today, we're going to see some lingering drizzle on Saturday. Highs near 50. Sunday, sunshine drying up with still some cooler temperatures. We're going to, again, detail that timing of rainfall today and tonight coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. The Utica Comets are excited for Halloween, and they're featuring a special.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Low-lying clouds and rainfall reducing our visibility, at least we take when you look at our tower cam, but we zoom below that cloud layer into the Mohawk Valley. A live view from our camera on the Nexus Center looking at downtown Utica. It is starting to rain once more. You can see the roadways freshly damp as those showers are moving their way into, again, the Utica-Rome area. 45 degrees with light rain early this morning. Still a decent westerly wind of 7 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the radar right here. There's that rainfall moving into Oneida, Lewis, Madison, parts of Shenango, eventually entering Otsego and Herkimer counties later on this morning. But the overall trend points toward this rainfall staying where my hand is, heading its way through northern Oneida and Herkimer County as this band sweeps north. Matter of fact, we can see this time frame right here as it slowly shifts more north. And then eventually it's going to sweep south again as we progress throughout the afternoon. So in terms of rainfall totals here locally, we haven't really seen a whole lot of high numbers. The actual highest number was reported in Belleville, 2.39 inches of rainfall. Now this is lake effect rain. If we were to transition this to lake effect snow, how much snow would we see? Well, we do the conversion here. 1 inch of water equals about 5 inches of rain at 34 degrees. 10 inches of rain at 30 and 20 inches of rain at 18 degrees. It all depends on temperature. So you do the math there, 2.37 or 2.3-ish inches of rainfall. Multiply that by 5, 10, and eventually 20, and you get your answer here. So high school football is tonight, and it's prime football weather. I mean, we're talking 40s, clouds, maybe even some rainfall. It's been so dry for Friday Night Lights the past month and a half. We're finally starting to see some rain chances here as well. And thank you for Sean and Inlet for reminding me that opening day for the regular season starts tomorrow in the North Country, the northern zones of New York State. I grew up in the Southern Valley, so I'm used to the day being a little bit different here. But here's what you look at for opening day tomorrow. Low 40s to start, lingering drizzle. So make sure you dress on the opportunity that might be seeing some light rain on your hunt tomorrow morning. Either way, we look at the skycast. Rain showers passing over us north of the Mohawk Valley this morning, this afternoon. It's sweeping south with scattered showers across the area. Tomorrow, clouds, drizzle starting out in the 30s and 40s, eventually climbing into the upper 40s by Saturday evening. Your 7-day forecast, we've got 50s on tap, or at least upper 40s near 50 for Sunday. Making strides. I guess Breast Cancer Walk takes place on Sunday. So the morning low is 32 degrees. So I do recommend bundling a little warmer if you do plan on walking that. And then sunshine continues Monday and Tuesday. Rain chances arrive Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So.
All right. Can't complain. No snow.
No snow yet.
Yet. It's the key word. All right. Thank you very much, Eric. Hey, be sure to like and follow. Good morning once again. Thank you for joining us this half hour. I'm Ben Kenny in for Gary. It's a rainy start to your Friday. Will it persist through the weekend? Meteorologist Eric Gage is tracking it all in the Weather Center, and the answer, I think, is yes.
Well, I guess maybe
Kind of,
yeah. Well, when it comes to rainfall today, I mean, we got some rain moving in right now. Let's take a look at the radar. This is where the rain is taking place right now, and this is about as rainy as it's going to be over the next 3 days. Yes, we could see some lingering drizzle tomorrow, but potentially the second half of the weekend looking a lot nicer. Either way, what are we expecting as you head out the door this morning? Well, there's those scattered showers. Keep that umbrella handy today and keep that jacket handy, as it's still going to be on the cooler side. We also are tracking what was snowfall in the high peaks, the Adirondacks. You can see the official picture here at Whiteface Mountaintop there, 4,800 feet above sea level. I got to see snowfall. Why is that important? Well, it means that we're seeing the changing seasons right in front of us. It's that time of year where that dip in the jet stream allows those colder, below freezing temperatures aloft to creep down into our area. And although here in the lower elevations we're only seeing rainfall, it tells you that way up in the sky it's actually falling as snow now. So that's the difference maker here. 45 in Rome, 43 in Hamilton. It is a damp start and a cool start to your day today, and we're not really warming up by much. We'll see those temperatures climb only a couple more degrees into the upper 40s this afternoon, with a few scattered showers from lake effect as we head into this evening. We're going to track those chances hour by hour for that rainfall coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. The Herkimer-Oneida County's transportation...
Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery in Delhi.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Happy Friday, everybody. So far, it's, well, not really shaping out to be a very pleasant Friday, temperature-wise or even condition-wise. We have some lake effect rain we're tracking here across the region. Before we get to that, though, we'll take a look at our photo of the day. This one was taken by Rosemary in the town of Lee. Shout out to those of you watching from Lee this morning. And again, an amazing close-up shot of autumn colors here, zooming in with what appears to be a raindrop falling on that leaf there. So if you have a great photo like this, close up, zoom out, you name it, showcasing the beauty of your neck of the woods, send it to WKTV.com/weather/pics. Today, as I mentioned, we are tracking that lake effect rain. Here's a live look at the radar. It's passing through central Oneida County right now, really picking up on rainfall rates in Rome and then heading up north toward Lewis County. We're going to track that rainfall hour by hour coming up in a few minutes. Ben?
All right, Eric, thank you very much. There's a new hotel coming to downtown.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Today we are tracking lake effect rain over parts of our area. Let's take a look at downtown Utica, where the rain is still falling a little bit here. Damp roadways, just keep that umbrella or rain jacket on you, handy, or even wear it heading out to work today. Temperature sitting at 45 degrees, so it is a cooler morning out there too. Westerly wind of 7 miles an hour. No big changes in that wind speed so far this morning. We have this band of rain moving its way eastward. We'll actually track this right here. So let's see this rain as it continues to move its way east, entering the Mohawk Valley. It's going to be entering Herkimer County within the next 15-20 minutes. So Mohawk, Ilion, Herkimer, you guys are next in terms of seeing that rain moving through, as well as northern Otsego County as well. Then this band is going to reorganize north, where all that rain is going to stay to our north before sweeping south again later on this morning. Speaking of rainfall, well, we're on the topic of rain pretty much all day today, but 2.39 inches of rain is reported right there in Belleville. And as the season is now entering lake effect season, if you're wondering how much that would be if it were a few months later and we saw lake effect snow of that caliber, and we're going to look at different temperatures here. At 34 degrees, it'd be 5 inches of rain for every 1 inch of water, 10 inches of rain per 1 inch of water at 30 degrees, and 20 inches per 1 inch of water at 18 degrees. It gets a little more fluffy, the snow does when the temperatures get colder. So you factor that in, it could be either maybe 10 inches, 20 inches, even 40 inches of snow, but that's just hypothetical. Obviously, we're not seeing any snowfall of that caliber today, just rainfall, and that's only in isolated spots downwind of Lake Ontario. Today, if you're heading to any football games, for the first time in quite a while, you might want to pack that umbrella. It's been dry for any Friday night lights recently, but tonight, maybe a rain shower, so just keep that umbrella handy. Also bundle up. It's going to be in the 40s and 30s tonight. And also, thank you, Sean and Inlet, for reminding me that the northern zones of New York State, opening day is tomorrow. I grew up in the Southern Valley, so opening day a little later for that for me. But still, if you're heading out hunting tomorrow, it begins in the 40s, lingering drizzle possible. Some spots even in the 30s up north too. So heads up, it's going to be a bit chilly heading out for opening day. Skycast showing some rain showers this morning. It's going to sweep south this afternoon, scattered showers expected this evening, and then eventually drying up a little bit tonight. Tomorrow morning in the 30s with some lingering clouds and drizzle, warming up into the 40s by the afternoon. So when it comes to conditions, it's just going to be a bit on the damp and cool side for Saturday. Sunday, a little more sunshine. We're in the 50s, upper 40s, low 50s, with conditions warming up barely heading into next week with sun chances, but rain chances as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. So moral of the story here, it's going to be a bit of a cold stretch of weather looking ahead to the final days of October.
Hard to believe it's gone by like that.
November is almost here.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. That means snow. Thank you very much, Eric. We'll be back right after this.
To check the forecast for the top of the noon hour, and a little rain out there, a little damp, a little raw.
Yeah, a little bit of a rainy one, but we're going to slowly dry out. It's going to take a while, but this weekend might look a little bit nicer. But first, let's take a look at the radar right now. We have a few spotty showers across central New York, and this is from lake effect. We can see some of the conditions this afternoon. You can see here 40s, clouds. It's not widespread rain, but that rain band, as I mentioned right there, is going to slowly progress more to the south and produce a lot more in terms of scattered showers this evening and especially into tonight. A live look at downtown Utica. It's dried up a little bit, but those lake effect clouds are very dark, and you can see them pretty much anywhere if you are in the Mohawk Valley. As you can see here, still 48 degrees in Utica. So the next 12 hours, we cool down from peaking in the upper 40s to low 50s down into the 40s and 30s tonight, with a few scattered showers slowly falling apart. And coming up in a couple of minutes, of course, it's opening day for rifle season in the northern zones of New York State. We'll have a look at that opening day forecast coming up in a few minutes. Steve?
All right, thanks, Eric. Bundle up if you are going.
The The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. We are tracking some lake effect rain across the area, and on top of that, some cooler temperatures. It's really only warmed up into the upper 40s. As a matter of fact, a look at downtown Utica right now. We've got a few clouds. Yes, there are some peaks of sunshine mixed in there, but still it's that time of year where there's a narrow band of clouds and rain, and then aside from it, some clearing taking place. Now it is 48 officially in Utica. It is 48 in Rome. That westerly wind, it's noticeable. It's not extremely high, but either way, it's a decent breeze. So with that wind in mind, the feels like temperature sits at 44 degrees. Definitely either flannel weather, jacket weather, you name it, just that extra layer is definitely helpful today. Yorkville Battery Live radar shows that rain band to be continuing to move its way south. Let's zoom out here in the radar and satellite. You see downwind. There's that wind direction shift. It's going from the Georgia Bay there as it moves its way farther south. We're going to see that shift to the Mohawk Valley, and then a few more scattered showers expected across the region. And so, for example, in fact, I'm going to go back a second. I want to show this right here. So this location right here off of Lake Ontario, Belleville, reported right around 2.4 inches of rain over the last two and a half days. If you're wondering if this was lake effect snow, how much snow would that be? Well, if you had different temperatures, they amount to different snow heights here. So 1 inch of water equals 5 inches of wet snow, 10 inches typical snow, 20 inches of dry snow. Now you just multiply 2.4 times 5, 10, or 20, and you get your answer. Now usually lake effect's around this range, so I'm thinking closer to 2.5 feet of snowfall if that took place a couple weeks from now, or excuse me, a couple months from now. Still, though, we're not talking about snow anymore, at least for tonight. In fact, if you're heading out to any football games, for the first time pretty much all season long, we're tracking some rainfall. So just keep that umbrella handy and even bundle up, too. Lows are going to fall into the 40s and 30s very quickly. On top of that, opening day takes place this weekend on Saturday in the northern zones, primarily the Adirondacks. Those of you hunting tomorrow, it's going to start out in the 30s, only warming up into the low to mid 40s tomorrow afternoon. A lingering drizzle, light winds, a pressure difference or a pressure change of around 8 millibars, fancy term for saying the deer might be moving. It's still really an unproven science, though, when it comes to that pressure change. So, rain showers to our north today, sweeping south, scattered showers this evening, lingering drizzle as we head into tonight. You can see those overnight lows falling into the 30s, maybe even a few flurries working their way into the Adirondacks. Then tomorrow, lingering drizzle in the afternoon, still a damp, cool day. And then on Sunday, it's a cold start, but we will see some sunshine work its way in as we head into Sunday afternoon. Your 7-day forecast. So following this weekend, we're going to see a few more days of dry weather and sunshine Monday and Tuesday. Not that warm, though. We're in the 40s. Overnight lows still very crisp in the 30s for the next, in fact, pretty much the next 7 days. Overnight lows in the 30s either way. Tracking some rain chances Wednesday and Thursday next week. But I think it's time to really, instead of putting that jacket away back in your closet, I think maybe just keeping it handy nearby as you head out the door every single day now.
Exactly. So. And on the calendar there's the Making Strides walk is Sunday morning. The walk begins at 10:30. The activities are earlier, but it's going to be chilly, so
yeah, grab a jacket.
Definitely bundle up. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, at least 3 people have been killed in Haiti. And to Eric, who joins us with a first look at the forecast in this half hour. We'll be on.
We got some rain showers. We're dodging them. It's not steady. It's hit or miss, so it's luck of the draw here. In fact, let's take a look at the tower cam here. Looks like some rainfall moved through sections of here, right here up on Smith Hill and Deerfield. You've got some sunshine in the picture here. You've got some rainfall in the backdrop, and just basically a mixed bag of weather today for the most part. Yorkville Battery Live radar, a few pockets of showers heading into Fulton and southern Hamilton County, and more of this wave of this rain shower moving slowly south. In fact, the trend of this system right here, it is slowly progressing to the south over the next couple of hours. And then it's going to disorganize and produce a little more in terms of scattered pop-up showers you can see right here. So in terms of temperatures, we are in the 40s right now. It's really about as warm as we're going to get all day long. So it's that time of year. We're not really seeing a whole lot of 70s and 80s, more so 40s and 50s. And that likely will be the trend as we approach the end of the weekend, even into much of next week. So again, today we're in the 40s, down into the low 40s and 30s tonight. And again, coming up in a few minutes, we have opening day for the Adirondacks, or at least sections of the northern zones of New York State. We'll have that forecast, plus the rest of the weekend, and what follows straight ahead. Steve?
All right, thanks a lot, Eric. 2 teenagers missing.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon. Just like that, after we saw some scattered showers move through, and now we're seeing some peaks of sunshine here in downtown Utica. Live view from our Nexus Center camera right there. Again, we have a pocket of blue skies and a generally overcast region here in central New York. The temperature is still hovering in the 40s, 48 degrees. Cloudy at Griffiths and Rome, westerly wind, a decent wind of 8 miles an hour, so that feels like temperature a little cooler in the mid-40s. Yorkville Battery Live radar shows that lake effect band. Again, it is slowly shifting its way to the south. So you can see right here, this lake band is progressing towards the Mohawk Valley. So this sunshine you're seeing right now is temporary. Before you know it, we're going to see some more rainfall work its way in again. And we look at the bigger picture here. We have lake effect from several lakes here, but also one of the interesting things with the lake effect is you can actually see downwind what's going to happen. And you notice how the winds here are almost in this direction right here, and the winds over here are more so in this direction. So you'll see this band eventually move its way more in the northwesterly direction as we progress toward the evening. So speaking of this evening, it's another Friday night, so it's Friday Night Lights here in Mohawk Valley. And if you're heading any football games, first time in a while that you might have to pack that umbrella or rain jacket, even bundle up too, with overnight lows expected to plummet into the 40s and in some spots into the 30s. So definitely make sure you stay warm heading into tonight. On top of that, tomorrow is opening day for the regular season in the northern zones of New York State, including mainly the Adirondacks. So any of you heading out tomorrow morning, these temperatures here on the cooler side, definitely grab all those extra layers. On top of that, lingering drizzle too with some calm winds. So bear that in mind when you're heading out to hunt. And then following that again, there's a pressure change of around 8 millibars increasing. Of course, that could mean some deer might be moving, but still, again, it's not a proven science just yet. Our skycast showing that lake effect band continuing to push its way south. You can see the scattered showers this evening. It's a breezy, cool, damp evening. And tomorrow, it's breezy, cool, and damp again for a lot of the area. As you can see here, a pretty damp day across the region. Then tomorrow night, lows fall into the 30s, lingering clouds, and then tomorrow afternoon, or excuse me, Sunday afternoon, we're going to see that sunshine work its way in with high temperatures climbing into the upper 40s, pushing maybe 50 degrees in some spots. So if you have any plans this weekend, expect some patchy drizzle Saturday. Of course, the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk on Sunday. It's going to be a cooler start. Grab that extra layer heading out to that walk, so make sure you stay warm too. And then that sunshine continues Monday and Tuesday, tracking some rain chances Wednesday and Thursday. But I mean, Stephen, those overnight lows are in the 30s the next 7 days. It's really definitely feeling like...
you might want to find that ice scraper.
Yes, break that out and maybe not take it out of your car every day.
Exactly. All right, thanks a lot, Eric. Well, it's one of the toughest problems.
Forecast tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Spotty showers moving through.
I heard you got the weather alert.
I did. Yeah, I forgot. But that happens.
We're tracking some pretty cool showers here as we head into the... Hold on, I got to change one thing here. All right. We're tracking a few scattered showers here in central New York. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. High school football, it looks like we're going to have a few showers around this evening. Temperatures will be in the 40s. This puts an end to an undefeated streak. We've had dry weather on just about every Friday night since the beginning of the season, but I think there'll be at least a couple of showers around this evening, but it shouldn't be a big deal. 47 degrees, cloudy skies. We are tracking lake effect rain that comes to an end tonight. We could see a few snowflakes in the higher terrain north of the Mohawk Valley tomorrow morning. Just putting that out there, it's not a big deal, but again, for those of you that see it, you're going to be alarmed anyway because, you know, snow in October. Sunshine returns Sunday. We're tracking a lovely weekend. Temperatures in the 40s this evening, cloudy, scattered showers. A nice weekend ahead. Sunshine early next week. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Decision 2020.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We've got a lovely weekend ahead. The weather should dry out, and though we have a lot of cloud cover, temperatures will be pretty seasonable, be near 50 both days, but Sunday looks to be the nicer of the 2 days to be outdoors, partly sunny skies. Saturday looks mostly cloudy, and we could see a couple of flurries early Saturday morning, especially in the higher terrain north of the Mohawk Valley. Live look at downtown Utica. It's cloudy. It's been an unsettled day. Current temperature 47 degrees, and we've been tracking scattered showers across most of central New York. It's been on and off throughout most of the day, and we will see this continue. It's going to be a very slow demise of lake effect rain heading into tonight. Sunset time, well, today it's 6:03. A week from now, 5:53, and then we change the clocks 2 weeks from this weekend. And then we're on to standard time with our sunsets around 4:30, 1 to 2 months from now, as the days get shorter and shorter. Foliage report. This is the last one we'll do this season because we are now considered past peak for most of central New York, with the exception being some of the lowest elevations heading out towards Syracuse and Albany. Radar and satellite image, scattered showers. Low pressure to the north continues to drive our weather, and it's bringing that cool breeze and lake effect rain showers. Notice that it's becoming more scattered in nature heading into tonight. And again, this is just going to have a very slow demise. We'll see some sprinkles here tonight. Cloudy skies to start out Saturday morning. There could be a couple of flurries out there, especially north of the Mohawk Valley. A few peaks of sunshine, so not 100% cloudy the entire day, but mostly cloudy. Temperatures will be near 50. Tomorrow night, the weather starts to clear out. On Sunday, we're expecting sunshine. We'll call it partly sunny skies. Temperatures start out in the 30s and will climb into the upper 40s to near 50 heading into Sunday afternoon. Soon to be Hurricane Melissa. Right now it's a tropical storm, but this is expected to become a major hurricane, and it impacts Jamaica the most. This could actually be a historic storm just based on the trajectory, how slow it's moving, and the intensity that it's expected to get to before it makes landfall. Again, it's projected to be a Category 4 storm. Cloudy tonight, low of 36. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Temperatures near 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Making strides against breast cancer on Sunday. Looks chilly in the morning, but we're looking at sunshine. High of 50 in the afternoon. Monday and Tuesday, partly sunny. Temperatures in the low 50s. Scattered showers return Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with highs in the mid-50s.
We got a nice stretch of weather there, though. We can get some sunshine, dry out, and then
couple of dry days.
Get some more rain again, like we need. All right, thank you, Bill. At least 3 people have been killed in Haiti as Tropical Storm Melissa causes devastating flooding in the Caribbean. And meteorologists warn the storm could become a serious Category 4 hurricane. Reporter George Solis has the latest from Kingston, Jamaica, which could see major flooding as well.
Officials here in Jamaica, particularly the Kingston area, bracing for a marathon, not a sprint. The uncertainty of Melissa certainly raising a lot of concerns. Officials here are concerned about those residents who may be stubborn or choose not to evacuate should that time come. The island right now under a tropical storm warning and a hurricane watch. Still, we've been talking to locals here, many saying they are taking the necessary precautions, going to the store, getting their supplies, their water, their food, anything that they might need to weather this storm over the next several hours. Because, again, officials know that this could bring some life-threatening rain and catastrophic flooding. On that note, This island's been hit with days of rain, so the ground is already saturated as it is, really bringing some of those concerns to the forefront when you're talking about inches and inches of rain that could fall here over the next several days, really increasing that likelihood of landslide. Elsewhere in the Caribbean, this storm, Melissa, is already being blamed for at least 3 deaths in Haiti and some infrastructure challenges in the Dominican Republic, with some of the images of flooding down power lines there. Officials here fully expect the power to go out there over the course of the weekend and into next week as Melissa begins to move whichever way that it really does, if whether it swings around Jamaica or whether there's a direct impact. But again, officials just urging everyone to brace for this storm, to take every necessary precaution, and to not leave anything to chance. Back to you.
Loud water there. Still ahead. Tricks, treat. Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis with another look at the forecast.
So we had some showers today along with a few breaks of sunshine, led to a beautiful rainbow, at least a piece of this rainbow. This is in Lewis County, taken by Crystal. A nice sharp color there. And we are continuing to see a few sprinkles out there this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is chilly out there. Temperatures in the 40s this evening. We'll be in the near 50 tomorrow and Sunday, and then starts to warm up, but there's not much variation in temperature. We're in the low 50s, which is very typical for this time of the year. If you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening, temperatures will be in the 40s, so it is going to be a little chilly. Also keep the umbrella handy, a few sprinkles around. Tonight's featured dog, Tucker from Westmoreland. If you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nissan. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. New York Attorney General Letitia James, along.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
An unsettled day today. Clouds, showers, lake effect rain, the driver of our weather. Heading into the weekend, it gets better. It's cloudy Saturday. We should get a couple of breaks in the overcast, but again, most of the day features those low-grade clouds. Sunday features partly sunny skies. Temperatures will be about the same both days, but Sunday should be the nicer day to be outside, especially if you like sunshine. Live look in Cooperstown, a chilly 43 degrees. A lot of folks saw this today. This is called grapple, or snow pellets. This was taken in Utica by Donald Martin III. What causes this? This is snow that has what's called accretion. That's when water sticks to ice and it creates these, it looks like snow, but it's got this shell, this ice shell on it. So when it's falling, it tends to ping. It looks a lot like sleet, but what's different here is that it's opaque. Sleet is generally clear. So again, these are the conditions that we're seeing out there today. That air aloft is quite chilly. And again, it's continuing to create some lake effect rain showers. That will continue throughout the course of this evening. A reminder, you can always download our Storm Tracker 2 weather app and get weather information on the go, including the Doppler radar, which is very handy on a day like today with those showers. A reminder, the wet roads are extra slippery when there's leaves on them, taking your car up to 3 times longer to stop with these conditions. Also, too, let the leaves dry out. Obviously, the leaves are much heavier when you try to rake them, but scientifically, it is about 4 times as heavy. 360 leaves, dry leaves is 1 pound, and they could be 4 times as heavy, again, with the wet weather that we've had. Skywatchers, 47, Clinton. Barneveld, 44. Down in Norway, 47. Jeff and Mohawk, 46. Stewart and Cooperstown with 45. Low pressure continues to drive our weather. This is slowly going to move to the east. We've got high pressure coming in, so this is going to be a gradual changing of the guard, if you will, with those showers coming to an end tonight. Temperatures drop down into the 30s. Saturday starts out cloudy. Should see a few breaks in the overcast. Temperatures climb into the upper 40s. Saturday night, partly cloudy skies, and Sunday looks a lot nicer, partly sunny. Temperatures near 50 degrees. We're also tracking what's going to become Hurricane Melissa, and it could be a major storm heading towards Jamaica here heading into the weekend, and it's a slow mover, so this could be a real big problem. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 36. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, looking sunny. Temperatures in the low 50s. Showers Wednesday, 54. Showers continue Thursday and Friday. Highs in the mid-50s. We'll be right back.
6 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Tracking a few scattered lake effect rain showers this evening. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It is a chilly night. These are less than what we saw earlier, but still a few sprinkles out there this evening. It does look like our high school football streak of dry weather has been coming to an end. We've had a dry streak from the beginning, but it looks like we're going to end with at least a couple of rain showers this evening, temperatures in the 40s. Current temperature 45 degrees, a really nice sunset over downtown Utica currently. Looking at lake effect rain ending tonight. A few snowflakes are possible early tomorrow morning in the higher elevations of the Adirondacks, so you might wake up and be surprised to see that. Sunshine returns Sunday. Temperatures in the 40s this evening, cloudy, scattered showers. I've got to look at the weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. One person was airlifted to the hospital after a...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are taking a live look in downtown Utica. It's been a very changeable weather day. Sunshine, rain, and we've been tracking lake effect rain throughout the afternoon. It stays mostly cloudy into the start of the weekend, but the weather does get nicer. A generally cloudy Saturday, a high of 50. Partly sunny Sunday. Still as cool, but a lot nicer. Bit of a breeze, and again, temperature of 50 degrees. This is called grapple. It's also called snow pellets. This was taken in Utica this afternoon by Donald Martin III. And you can see this kind of looks like almost like cat litter, doesn't it? What happens is the snow falls through this layer of super cool water droplets, and it gets a shell of ice, and it bounces on the ground. Now, this is very commonly confused with sleet, which is the same. It looks very similar, but it's clear, and that falls from just frozen raindrops, as well as hail, which forms in a thunderstorm cloud. But again, those are all different types of ice that form from the atmosphere. Live look at the Phil Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Scattered showers continue across central New York. Reminder, you can always get weather information on the go by downloading our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. You can get the radar. It comes in very handy on days like today when so much is changing. Sunset tonight, 6:03. Week from now, 5:53. We change the clocks 2 weekends from now. We go over to standard time, and our sunsets will be before 5. This is the last fall foliage report of the season locally because we're past peak for the majority of the area. If you want color, you got to go to Syracuse or Albany for the best color. But again, going forward, the leaves are coming down, and we're moving into a different season. Clinton, 47 degrees. Micah New Hartford, 48. Gray, 45. Inlet, 43. Cooperstown, 45. Low pressure continues to influence our weather, but this is weakening and heading to the east. And we do get a chance to dry out heading into the weekend. Those lake effect rain showers come to an end. Overnight lows drop down into the 30s. We could see a few flurries in the higher elevations first thing Saturday morning. Don't be alarmed. It's not going to accumulate. Temperatures will climb into the upper 40s in the afternoon. It is mostly cloudy. Saturday night, a few breaks in the overcast, and Sunday looks a lot nicer. High pressure settles in, and that should bring sunshine and temperatures near 50. We are watching a developing hurricane, Melissa. Not a hurricane yet, but it will be, and this could be a big problem for Jamaica. A slow mover. It's expected to become a Category 4 storm. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 36. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, a high of 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Making strides against breast cancer, chilly Sunday morning. Sunshine, though, a high of 50. Monday, Tuesday, looking dry and sunny. Showers in the forecast Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We'll be right back.
With Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Want to get you set for the weekend.
Yes, so we're going to be...
Oh, wait, you've got grapple.
Yeah, this was earlier today. We will not be seeing this for the weekend. We're actually going to be seeing some nice weather.
That's good news.
We might see a few flurries first thing Saturday morning in the higher elevations. Other than that, it's going to be a great weekend. This picture from Donald Martin III, taken earlier today. By the way, grapple, a mixture between snow and ice. Live look at the Airfield Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Couple of sprinkles out there this evening. Temperature-wise, 42 degrees, cloudy skies, and heading into this weekend, again, lake effect rain showers come to an end. We do get more sunshine as we head into the weekend. Starts out pretty cloudy Saturday, but then Sunday it gets a lot nicer, and the weather looks pleasant to start early next week. Going to bed tonight, overnight lows drop down into the 30s, so it might be chilly enough to run the heat first thing tomorrow morning. We are tracking some nicer weather for the weekend. Look at the forecast coming up. Jace, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Now you know what you can expect for the weekend.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a look at the weekend forecast. It is mostly cloudy tomorrow. It's kind of dreary in the morning. You're going to wake up and you'll see lots and lots of clouds, and some of you might even see a few flurries in the air, especially if you live in a higher elevation. But by the afternoon, things start to dry out. We'll see a few breaks of sunshine, a high of 50. Sunshine returns Sunday, same temperature, but it's going to feel a lot nicer. Live look at downtown Utica. It's dreary, cloudy. Temperatures are in the 40s. Live look at the Airfield Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Scattered showers continue across central New York. Reminder, you can always get our weather information on the go by downloading our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. That includes the radar on days like today where the rain is all sporadic. It's easy to stay on top of the weather with our app. This is the last fall foliage report of the season. We are now considered past peak in most areas. Yes, there's still color, but it is now going to be past peak. You got to go out towards Syracuse to Albany to see the best colors here. And a reminder, as the leaves come down, they're really wet. On days like today, it takes a lot longer to stop the car. In fact, 3 times longer compared to a dry road. So again, something to keep in mind over the next couple of days. Although we won't be seeing the rain all weekend, as it should dry out here. Bigger picture, low pressure, still in control of our weather, plenty of clouds left behind. And again, it's going to be a process to get rid of these low level clouds, but I think we do. We're down into the 30s tonight. A couple of flurries show up tomorrow morning north of the Mohawk Valley. Looking at cloudy skies, temperatures near 50. Saturday night, a few breaks in the overcast, and Sunday is looking sunnier. Partly sunny skies, pleasant, with temperatures close to 50 degrees. We are keeping an eye on the tropics. We've got Tropical Storm Melissa, which is expected to rapidly develop into a major hurricane and hit Jamaica. This could be historic based on the track and how small or how slow this moves and how strong it's going to get. This could be a really, really big deal for these areas. Again, Jamaica and then eventually towards Cuba, and then it weakens into a Category 2. So again, all eyes are down here. All preparations are being made right now. Cloudy skies, 36 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, cloudy skies in the morning, a few breaks of sunshine in the afternoon, 50 for the high. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Making strides against breast cancer Sunday morning. The weather's a little chilly. It should be a pretty nice day. Partly sunny skies, high of 50. Monday, Tuesday, mostly sunny. High temperatures in the low 50s. And then clouds and showers are returning for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with high temperatures in the mid 50s. We'll be right back.
Meteorologist Bill Curtis with a first look at the forecast tonight and the weekend forecast. Hey, that looks like a great day for a fall weekend, right?
Yeah, it should be a great day to be outdoors. Cloudy Saturday, but decent amount of sunshine Sunday. Temperatures near 50 degrees. We are still in the dreary phase of this tonight. Cloudy skies, on and off lake effect rain showers. These are going to linger throughout most of tonight. It's a live look at the Airfield Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperature-wise, we're sitting at 41 degrees. It's chilly out there. We'll see temperatures drop into the 30s. Our weather headlines, again, the lake effect rain showers end. Sunshine returns this weekend and pleasant weather is going to continue into early next week. Going to bed tonight, might need the heat. We're looking at overnight lows in the 30s. Cloudy skies, a few light rain showers. Tracking a nice weekend. Also looking at the week ahead. Look at the forecast coming up. James, back to you.
Bill, thank you. So now you know the weather for the weekend. Let's go.
Central New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. It's dreary out there tonight. A few lingering showers. The weather is going to slowly clear out as we head into tomorrow. Reminder, you can always get our weather on the go by downloading our Storm Tracker 2 weather app. Last fall foliage report of the season. We are now considered past peak for most of central New York. You'd still see some color here and there. Best places to go is Syracuse and Albany. As the leaves start to come down, it causes some issues on the roads, like tonight, with the leaves being wet, and on the roads, it could take 3 times longer to stop your car going 40 miles an hour. Looking at the radar and satellite image, clouds, scattered showers. This lake effect machine is going to gradually wind down tonight. We have a few lingering showers. Could turn into a few lingering flurries tomorrow. Saturday morning, 8 a.m., cloudy skies. And again, a couple of sprinkles and flurries, especially north. Temperatures in the 40s as we head into the afternoon. Cloudy skies. We'll get a few breaks in the overcast heading into tomorrow night. And then Sunday features more sunshine, looking at partly sunny skies, temperatures close to 50 degrees. We are also watching what is going to become Major Hurricane Melissa heading towards Jamaica. This might end up becoming a historic storm based on how strong and how slow moving it is expected to become. So again, very potentially dangerous conditions in parts of the tropics tonight. Tonight, cloudy, low of 36. Tomorrow, clouds give way to a few breaks of sunshine, 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Partly sunny Sunday, 50 for the high. Monday and Tuesday, mostly sunny. Temperatures in the low 50s. Clouds, showers Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with highs in the mid-50s. Jason.
Thank you, Bill. That's going to do it for us. But up next, it's Sports Express. Thomas is standing by after the break.